got a heavy heart with a hard head. Big homies, they got children, now they all dead. You ain't shit, you ain't gonna make it, what they all said. They still saying time's hard on them.
Got some of my items right here. This is something I came out with last year, man. This was big. There's so much stuff going on. Spread the love, not the violence. That was big, man, especially when, you know, we had the event downtown. And if you notice, I got great quality on all of my clothes, my dad hats, my varsity jacket, premium wool, premium leather, real leather. Great designs.
And I'm here with?
Chris, man, CEO of Iceentapparel.
Hold on, Iceentapparel, is it clubs, parties? What we doing with Iceentapparel?
Iceentapparel, man, is clothing line. It's a clothing line so far.
Okay.
You know, it's a clothing line so far.
So we just starting with the clothes. All right.
Yeah.
I'm happy that he got some dope pieces because, you know, as you know, a lot of DMV brands, new brands, old brands, it's not cutting it for me. But out of all the pieces, I think I will wear the majority of them. What is it? How many pieces up there? 1, 2, 3, 4, it's 6. I know I'll wear 4 to 5. I don't really know, you know what I'm saying? The only thing I might not wear is the white tee because I'm not a white tee wearer. But this white tee has a message on it. So, you know what I mean? Spread the love, not the violence. So I'm gonna say something about this. What's up with your threading? It looks vintage. It looks older, but it's still a pop to it. It's something different to it. I know y'all watching this interview, y'all looking at, you know what I'm saying, his designs on his hoodies and his t-shirts. Let me know what's up with the stitching and who created this design and what's good with it.
All right, first of all, I'd like to say shout out to my man Beezy, my best friend. He created the design. It took me 3 days to come up with a spread, try to come up with a spread the love design. I called my man, he did it in 3 hours. You know, and this was my first ever design with spread the love, you know, and that's what we started with about a year ago, and yeah.
It's fast. This is my favorite piece, what you got on. This right here, I would pay money for. If I had to support, not had to, if I looked at something I want, I would pay whatever you ask me for this. You know how they ask, you know what I'm saying, black owned business for discount. But this right here is what he got on. It's swag. I like it. I would throw some pink shoes on, something to pop it out. I like this one. Is this the most popular one?
That is the most popular one right now. You know, actually, this Pac-Man and that is very popular. You know, people loving the quality in these.
So
getting a lot of feedback on quality.
This looks like how we used to draw in high school. Man, I'm giving you the facts. This is how we used to draw in high school. We used to draw on the paper and then make our own shade and stuff like that. So that was all done by your man too, right?
That was all done by my man. I might shoot him an idea, you know, and he come with the whole thing.
Like kid writing, like back in high school. Spread the love. What is inspiring you to do this? Because I mean, it's just as much as rap. You spending money, you spending time. I know you on IG pushing your stuff. I know people might not draw to it off a hand. You got to do promotion. You got to spend money on marketing. What's the biggest thing, the biggest struggle right now? Your advice for somebody that's trying to be like you?
My biggest struggle right now is, I don't even think I have a struggle with it because it's so fun. You know, I'm having fun with this whole thing. And my advice to somebody that was trying to do this is do a lot of research. A lot of research on numbers and taxes, and it's so much to the business besides just selling, you know. So yeah.
Most definitely. What's next? We got spring. So when did you start? You said you started what, a year ago, right?
I started about a year and a half ago. It actually started from my little brother. My brother's life was taken away from him in December 2016. I actually sat down and wrote a song 2 days after he passed away, you know, and mind you, I've never wrote a song or I never rapped. None of that, you know, and I decided to write a song and did a video to the song. And my man, he's a promoter for Backyard Band. So he called me and was like, he got a slap for me at the show. So I went ahead and did it, and I had 6 or 7 shows you know, with Backyard. We had 3 or 4 shows with Backyard. I had 6 or 7 shows total. And it was a great experience. You know what I'm saying? Once I started putting the shirts on with the ooh-wee, that was the name of the song.
Okay.
It was called ooh-wee. You know, once I started putting them shirts on and people was asking me for the shirts. And the next week after that first person asked me for them shirts, I had 70 orders in, you know. And I just been going from there.
Facts. What inspires you other than that? You know, you said Lil Baby, you know what I'm saying? You listen to a lot of Lil Baby. Oh, not inspire you, but I asked you, who would you put in your pieces? You know, you send a lot of niggas your pieces and they just throw them on the floor. You know, they might not even blah, blah, blah. But why Lil Baby though? Why would you give him your box, your whole collection?
I don't know if I'd give him the whole collection. You know what I'm saying? But he was the first person that came to mind when you asked the question. But another person that comes to mind is Wallow, 267 Wallow from Philadelphia.
Facts, yeah, with Gilly, right?
Yeah, with Gilly, man. He definitely spread love. You know what I'm saying? I actually sent him a piece a couple of months ago, you know. Yeah, he come to mind too because he's spreading love and helping a lot of other people, you know, young people get up. So, yeah.
What's the goals or purpose of this interview, man? Let them know, like, why you gonna come here and interview? You know, what's the goals? What's the purpose? Of course, we trying to spread love and let people know about, you know what I'm saying, your brand, which I do bang with. You know what I'm saying? And I try to be honest. You know what I mean? But what's the purpose of this interview?
Purpose, man, just to reach more people. You know, reach more people outside the city. You know, I'm reaching people in the city, and I feel that you had more of a range, you know. So I reached out to you, and I just want to keep reaching, you know, keep expanding. You know, I've been doing good. Like I've been shipping to California, Atlanta, North Carolina, Michigan. You know, I've been doing good, so I just want to expand more.
What's the biggest purchase you had so far, or the biggest piece of love that somebody spread to your brand?
The biggest purchase is my varsity jacket, you know, and that's $150. You know, and that was actually a goal for me to be able to sell something for $100.
And that leads me to ask you this: before you got your clothing line, or before you got to where you are right now, maybe last month, where's the best clothing line in the DMV? Spread that love. Who do you think right now? Cause you next. I mean, not next, but you getting in your groove. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Who do you think right now is the best clothing line overall in the DMV that you've seen? If you don't know everything, that's cool. I'm talking about that just you seen.
In the DMV, I want to say Lava Boy Clothing. It's a Lava Boy Clothing. He has. I like his stuff. Okay. You know, I like his stuff. Great quality, great designs. But other than that, man, it's me. It's me.
I mean, you gotta think that.
It's me as far as quality, as far as designs. You know what I'm saying? As far as colors, as far as, yeah, like.
Biggest love so far that's been spread to you. Like just thinking, just like, yo, that was dope as shit. Like, they spread some love. And the biggest thing you done did too. Cause that's what the brand is about, so let me know.
The biggest thing, I'm gonna start with the biggest thing I did so far since I had the clothing business. I've thrown 2 back to school drives. Okay. The first one I gave away 100 backpacks plus supplies. We had self-defense classes. You know, we had face paint and all that stuff for the kids. The second one I gave away 200 backpacks. You know, and I plan to do another one this year. So I just like to give back. You know, that's two of the biggest things I've done. The biggest thing somebody has done for me is pray for my son and my business. Pray for my son and my business. You know, my son has epilepsy, and he's been struggling since day one. He's 5 years old. We just got out the hospital for 4 months straight. They told me he wasn't gonna live more than 2 days. But today, right now, he's strong. He looks strong. He back. You know, so. Yeah, that's the biggest thing somebody did for me. Pray for us, man.
Hey man, we gonna pray. I'm gonna pray for him too. And you know what I'm gonna do to spread love? We're gonna post this on Twitter, Instagram. You know, I'm gonna flick it up. I'm gonna make it fresh because I want to. It ain't because nothing else. Cause you know, I bang with it, man. It's PATisDOPE, man. Core your heart, distinct visions behind the camera. We back doing these interviews, man. We back about to push these brands, artists, everybody. It's PATisDOPE. This Pac-Man joint kind of cool. I don't know, but this, I'm still stuck on this one, man. I'm still stuck on this
I actually had a green one, a forest green one that came out last month, you know, with this. And I only get 30 to 50 pieces at a time. And once I sell out, I don't restock.
Facts. You on your babe stuff, man. If you don't get it, you don't get it, man. Hey, it's PATisDOPE. Spread love, Iceentapparel, man. I gotta stay in contact with you because we gotta get some money. We gotta do some things. It's PATisDOPE. Hey, the stage is all yours. You can conclude it. Shout out anybody, man. Do your thing.
Yeah. Man, first of all, I'd like to shout out Mogul's web series too, man. First episode came out last Wednesday, man. Stay tuned for the next episode, man. Shout out my best friend Beezy, man. Shout out my son, Lil Babe. Shout out anybody who ever purchased from me, you know. We going up this year, man. And catch me at Iceentapparel. That's my Instagram, my personal page, No Days Off. And www.iceent.org, man. Go shop with us, Ice.